Now, it's hard to believe it was only 10 years ago, but this week marks the anniversary of the iconic iPhone. Apple's smartphone revolutionised the way we live and made Apple billions. But has our addiction to the small screen been beneficial? Well, let's ask technology journalist Seth Porges, who joins us now live. Seth, good to have you with us. I mean, there is absolutely no doubt, is there, that the iPhone and iPhone apps have completely changed the way we live, the way we work, the way we shop. Did anyone think it would have that big an impact when it was launched?
Well, arguably Apple did. I mean, the iPhone changed the world in so many ways it's impossible to count. It is undoubtedly the most important gadget, single gadget in the past 10 years, and gave birth to entire industries and entire, standalone companies and startups that are worth millions and sometimes billions.
But arguably, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? I mean, what's ended up as we've all been glued to our small screens for hours on end and get quite cranky when we can't check our latest emails. So we're more connected, but perhaps we're less sociable?
Oh, undoubtedly. The way we interact with each other has changed because of not just the iPhone, but the entire smartphone revolution. But this isn't a new thing. Throughout history of humans, we have constantly evolved how we communicate with each other. I mean, at one point, the written letter was the latest bleeding edge piece of technology, and then the telephone, the fax machine, the modem, and the smartphone. The idea that a single device could change the way we interact, that's been going on for such a long time. And it's really fun. It's really fun to blame a device like the iPhone for society's shortcomings, but people have been doing that for time immemorial.
Yeah, my dad blamed the TV for being the end of society as we know it. iPhone, of course, not the only smartphone. How does it compare to its rivals, and why has it been so successful?
Well, the iPhone defined the modern smartphone. The idea that this gadget, this touchscreen gadget, that could run all of these apps, not just from Apple, but from third parties as well, that was created by the iPhone. And Android came along and in many ways cloned and duplicated that, and in many ways was more successful than the iPhone, primarily because it had simply more Android products on the market. The iPhone has always had a very, very limited product offering and a kind of a premium priced product offering, which when you're dealing with especially developing countries or lower income individuals, it didn't really always work for them. But what's really going on now, the biggest change right now, is the idea that the operating system itself may not even matter. So much of what we do is based in the cloud and can be as easily accessible from an iPhone, as an Android, as a computer, as anything else. And if you look at countries like China, where WeChat, for example, is this chat app that sits as kind of an operating system layer on top of Android phones, iPhones, just about any phones. And people run programs from this chat app. They send money. They talk to their friends. They browse the web. In many ways, this chat app is becoming this new operating system. And that's a big threat to Apple because the operating system is always what made the iPhone special. Just as a really good operating system that can run all of these really great apps. And if suddenly people with all of these different devices are running this sort of new ad hoc de facto operating system, well, the iPhone suddenly is a little bit less special.
Seth, great to speak with you. Thank you very much indeed for that. Seth Porges there.